Do you know there are certain parts of your income where you don't have to pay tax? These are called tax exemptions. You'll be amazed to see there are a lot of ways where you can reduce your tax through tax exemptions. We'll talk about all this in this video. These exemptions which I am going to talk about will help you to structure your tax accordingly. If you want to know more about tax and how it works, you can check out the playlist on all about tax on the I button here. Alright, let's get started. The Finance Minister presented a standard deduction of 40,000 in Union Budget 2018, and this is increased to 50,000 in Interim Budget 2019, which means you have a standard deduction of 50,000 irrespective of your income range. If you are living in a rented accommodation and you have HRA allowances in your salary payslip, then you are eligible to get this HRA amount as tax exempt, either totally or partially. You can either submit the rent receipts to your company or while filing the income tax. But keep in mind, if your rent is more than 1 lakh per annum, you need to submit the landlord's PAN card details as well. You can claim the least of the following as HRA. Total HRA received from your employer, rent paid less 10% of basic salary plus DA, that is dearness allowance. 40% of salary, that is basic salary plus DA for non-metros, and 50% of salary, that is basic salary plus DA for metros. If you are traveling domestically via air, railway or public transport, you can avail these expenses under leave travel allowance. The cost of shopping, food expenses, entertainment, leisures is not included in this. You can claim LTA twice in a span of 4 years, and this LTA amount will be specified by your employer. You can claim this LTA benefits for yourself, your spouse, your children and your dependent parents. Your employer might provide you with meal coupons such as Sodexo or food card. This meal coupon is calculated as 50 rupees per meal, 2 meals per day, 22 working days per month, that is 12 months per year, which amounts to 26,400 annually. This amount of 26,400 is completely tax-free. Sometimes your employer might give an education allowances for your children as part of your salary. You can claim a maximum of 1,200 per child per annum for a maximum of 2 children. Along with this, you can claim fees paid for your children under deductions. To know more about this, you can watch the video on deductions in the I button here. When you relocate to a different location, your employer might give for the expenses of this relocation, and this expenses is completely tax exempt. Let's look at some of these. There might be expenses to transport your car from one location to another through packers and movers. Your employer might give this expenses to you, and this expense is completely tax free. Certain states have mandatory laws to register your car to their RTO. These expenses, if reimbursed by your employer, is completely tax exempt with certain conditions. The expenditure on packaging and moving of furniture, reimbursement or direct payment by the employer is completely tax exempt. The employer may provide accommodation facilities for you in the initial 15 days when you relocate. These expenses reimbursed by you or met by the employer is exempt from tax. The traveling expense of the employee and his family from the current location to the new location of employment is completely tax exempt. By now you would have got a good understanding of tax exemptions and the different ways where you can reduce your tax. I hope you have found this video useful. Give a like if you like this video and share it with your friends who would find this video useful. I'll catch up in the next video. Good day.